everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Shauna, and welcome to Shauna's World. Yay! How's everybody doing? Just kidding. I'm being silly. It's early, and yes, excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm getting ready for day 44 in my losing weight journey. Yes, I am still trying to lose weight, guys. It has not been an easy trip, but I'm going to get to my dream body. 1 second. Yeah, so I don't know. I woke up this morning. I'm always, like I said, I always put my my YouTube on, and I'm listening to different YouTubers, and I found this one YouTuber. What's her name? And what is her name? Her name is the Sweet Pea Diaries. Guys, go check her out. She is awesome. She does like docos or documentaries about different entertainers, and basically she did one about Jada Pinkett Smith, and wow, I was so impressed. I mean, she really went into she really went in depth about this woman and how she grew up, and basically her whole history. And in all honesty, I mean, I grew up with Jada Pinkett Smith. I mean, I didn't grow up with her, but we're the same age. And I mean, I remember seeing all her movies, and I just never really saw her in that light. I just thought, yeah, she's cool, and it never went any further, like, oh my gosh, blah, blah, blah. I just, because I had my own life. We were all young, and so, but I enjoyed watching her movies, and I thought she was a really good actress. And it was just really cool to hear how she started. I mean, she came from an abusive background. Didn't know that. I mean, her mom was using, allegedly. I mean, this is according to what this this blogger was saying about, or telling about the mother, and the father was also very physically abusive. So yeah, Jada Pinkett grew up quite, yeah, I would say she had not a hard child life, but I mean, I think it has some impact on you. And so funny, because I know the area. I mean, I don't know the exact area where she grew up, but we grew up in the same area, the same metropolitan area. She's from Baltimore, and I'm from the DC area, so it's so funny. It's so crazy, because so many entertainers from my area who are now big today, it's so funny. It's like, man, I probably passed them by and didn't even know it. But she went, this vlogger was talking about the relationship, or the friendship, should I say, what she had with Tupac. And wow, I mean, a lot of people are like complaining and saying, yeah, maybe she was in love with him, and da-da-da. But according to how this vlogger explained it, and I can totally get it, because I had those type of friendships before, with guys. Everybody say that guys and girls, or men and women, can't really have platonic relationships, but that's so not true. You can have a good relationship, and according to how, I mean, they've known each other since, what was it? Not elementary, but middle school. I mean, they known each other for a very long time. They grew up together. Tupac's also from the Baltimore area. Had no idea. I think that's what I heard. Yeah, he's also from the Baltimore area. They went to school together. So they've known each other for a very long time, and basically they were just like a good friendship, where they basically encouraged one another. So I think that is so awesome. I mean, and like I said, I've had friendships like that. I had male friends, where we shared each other's dream. There was no hate involved. It was like, okay, one day you're gonna get there, and I know those type of friendships. So I can totally understand why she reacted, the way she did when, the movie came out about Tupac, and, and how she was depicted in the movie, and she was upset about it and she said that the directors or, the producers or whatever, they never even approached her about her character and, what Tupac really meant for her. So I totally get it. I just think today people sometimes sometimes people don't really look at the whole picture. They don't know the whole background of a person, so they automatically jump to conclusions, and and unless you really have the whole picture of somebody's life and the whole story, you can't really come to you can't really make an opinion about somebody just because of of what you hear on the streets. I mean, I guess we all do it, because I also was thinking, because there was this controversy about how Jada still, up to this day, still mourns the death of Tupac, and it's been speculated maybe she wanted to have a romantic relationship with him. I don't get that at all. From the vibes and from what I heard, from how this blogger did an awesome job. She really did. She did an awesome job. But from the vibe, what I get from their relationship, they were just really good friends. I mean, they were like relatives, and Tupac he seemed like a really cool guy. He's a Gemini. I'm also a Gemini. No, but he was so encouraging for her. He used to tell her that she's going to be a big star one day. I mean, how cool is that? I mean, he sounds like a really awesome person. And look, I mean, they both grew in their career. It's just unfortunate that Tupac got mixed up with the wrong crowd, and Jada went another way. She's smart. Jada Pinkett is really a smart girl, and I don't think she gets the flowers that she deserves, honestly. After this infamous or this controversial smack what Will did to what's his name, Chris Rock, I saw so many people that were blaming Jada, saying, oh, she had something to do with it, she's a narcissist, and their relationship is toxic, and blah, 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 blah. People sometimes just need to sit down and just, because you just don't know people, and you don't know how people really live behind closed doors. And like I said, unless you live their life and know that person and how they grew up, and, really take a step back and, see the whole picture and live long. A lot of these people out there who are so opinionated, a lot of them are extremely young. And I'm not saying that you can't have an opinion at a young age, but unless you've been married, have kids, and etc., it's it's not easy, and it's easier to sit back and judge others, so I don't see her as being narcissist at all. I mean, I'm sure, I think she's just a woman who knows what she wants, and is very opinionated. And I really believe her husband just loves her. I think he just admires her, and is so, yeah, he wants to do everything to please her and to, make sure that, he wants to elevate her. And even though he's this really big star, he just loves his wife, and I just think that's beautiful. I mean, Jada, she had a huge career. I mean, that woman has really been working her tail. She's been in front of the screen since a very young age. They used to have these talk shows back in the days when I was young. I think I was back then 16 or 17, and they had these cute little talk shows on TV. And she was on there. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know who she was. I don't remember the name of the show. You can look it up in Google, but they used to ask teenagers, they had these topics, and then they would ask the teenagers how they felt about it and, what their opinion was, and da-da-da. And so Jada came on there, and lo and behold, sitting behind her was the rapper Eazy-E. And I found that so cool. She was she was voicing her opinion, I guess, about rap music. And she was saying, I want to hear positive music. I want to hear somebody speak positivity about me, and not directly towards me, but towards women. I don't want to hear this negative, negative speech about women and calling them out their names and da-da-da. And so she was telling Eazy-E, yeah, you might talk nice to me, but you should talk positive to all women, and I'm like, wow, you go, girl. I mean, she's just a very opinionated woman today, and I really think she deserves her flowers. Honestly, I really do. And for her to, everybody was giving her slack because they were saying, oh, she never loved Will, she's jealous of him. I don't see it that way at all. I don't think she was jealous at all, because look, she had a career too, guys. I mean, she's been featured in so many movies. She's done so much. And for her to get to a point where she steps back and lets her partner grow, that says a lot about a relationship, a lot. And they've been together for a very, very long time. She took a stand back and let her husband evolve, and look who he is today. And now, she decided to come back now that her kid's a little bit older. She decided to do this Red Table Talk. I've never really watched it, maybe snippets here and there. But, and people are like, what does she need? Why not? Let this woman grow. Let her continue to do something. I mean, she took her stand back. I mean, she took her fall back. And I don't believe that she's jealous at all. Because if she really wanted to continue on her career, she would have done exactly that and still tried to stay up in the Hollywood scene. And she decided to do other projects. I remember she had like this hard rock band. It's so cool because I also went through a hard rock phase. So wild. I mean, she actually sounds like a cool person. I used to always think, if I was famous and had famous friends, who are the people I would want to hang out with? And I used to always say Heidi Klum because I just kind of like Heidi Klum's personality. I think she's not only a businesswoman and a successful woman, but I really think she's just quirky and funny. I used to always get a laugh because she also has a Germany's Next Top Model show over here. And yeah, she's really, she's funny. She just doesn't take herself so serious. And I don't know, I just, you just like a person's personality. I know what people put out to the world is probably different, but I don't know, maybe not, I don't think she's faking it. I don't think she has no need to fake her personality. And I don't know. I see her as being somebody really cool. And so just hearing about Jada's story and how she grew up, I think it would be cool to hang out with her as well, considering the fact that we come from the same area. I mean, I'm not actually from Baltimore, like I said, from DC, so it's something totally different. But I'm sure we could find a lot of things that we could talk about and, laugh about. And because she, like I said, she grew up during those times, same times, or I grew up the same time that she did. So, and the fact that she liked hard rock music, back in those days, it wasn't even heard of. I mean, when I tell people, I had my different phases of the music, which I listened to. I mean, I grew up I grew up hearing old funky soul. My mom loved James Brown and anything was funk, Parliament Funkadelic. What else? Anything soulful, Marvin Gaye, although she wasn't that big. She liked the Whispers. So I grew up off of that stuff. And then I, of course, developed my own music. I loved music. I used to love to go to my aunts and uncles' house and just listen to music, and used to always go through their albums. So, and then later on, I started to have appreciation for older music. And then coming from DC area, we had a special music called go-go. Not too many people know about that. You would have to be from the DC area to know what I'm talking about. Go-go is it's like a percussionist music, and basically it only sounds good when it's live, but when it's live, it's like, yes. And it was like, all the young kids would always love to go to these go-go's, to go hear the live music. And I'm sure Jada knows about that music scene. Coming from Baltimore, I don't know which music scene they had there, but I'm sure, it's so close, DC and Baltimore, so I don't know. However, so I listened to go-go, and then I moved on to rap because rap was starting to get big, and then I had my my hippie phase, or classic rock phase. I really got into classic rock music, Jimi Hendrix, and then from there I went to Metallica, and then to really hardcore Rage Against the Machine, to Pantera. So and then on the other hand, flip side, I could listen to Sade, some jazz music, Najee, Steely Dan, So I had a whole array of music. So I think she's kind of like that too, a little bit crazy. And of course, people are judgmental because they're like, "Oh my gosh, you're black. How could you listen to that kind of music?" It's like, hello. So anyway, for Jada to have this rock band, I thought that was so cool. And I remember, I think her band came out. I didn't do any research on this. I'm just talking from what I heard and seen. But I believe her rock band, she had a rock band. She started doing rock music in the early 2000s, I believe. And that was when, to have a black woman to be a lead singer of a rock band was still pretty like, ooh, okay, that's interesting. The only other one who became really big from England, this woman from England, Skunk and Nancy, they became really big. She was a black, like kind of punky, hardcore rock, and they were really big. The woman had an incredible voice. So she was really cool. So she would be one person that I would like to hang out with. No, seriously, I think she's cool, and I don't see her as being a B at all. I think she's just a woman who's very opinionated and knows what she wants, and I think she sounds like an awesome mom. I was just listening to her about how she was with her kids, and that she was protective. Everybody said, no, she let her kids go. They raised their kids all funky. That's why they're all messed up. No, she was very protective. She was saying how she did not let her son do any sleepovers along with her daughter. not really, because she was afraid and knew that, things could happen. And those are things that one never thought of. I mean, I never heard stories like that. I never even thought, I thought guys were always cool. I mean, I feel so naive in that aspect because I didn't realize, boys could also be prone to being violated, just never thought of it that way. So I think she did an awesome job with her kids. Like I said, I think people are so quick to judge folks and their decisions and how they live their life, and they had an open marriage. Marriages are not easy, guys, and everybody likes to, a lot of people think that if you're married and you're just gonna go through those rocks. Guys, it is not easy. It's not easy. It's fun the first few months, I guess, or whatever, and then later reality kicks in, and it's like going to a job every day, and it's just not easy. You got to keep it going. You got to keep it exciting. It's work, and if you guys can come to an understanding that, hey, let's try out something else but still stick together, man, accolades and respect. I respect her overall. Everybody has their way to get to where they want to get to. I don't know. I just want to say that I think people are just too quick to judge other folks, and they themselves have no idea. They probably have no kids, and they probably have never been married. So, or they're extremely young and they just have no idea, and they just already think, oh, she's a bee, and she's just thinking about herself and selfish. And no, at one point you do have to think about yourself. You're not just mama and wife. You do have to think about yourself. You must do things for yourself. And if you have an understanding husband, I mean, like I said, she sacrificed a lot. Guys, she could have been extremely just as famous, if not even more famous than Will. Who knows? She took a step back and let her husband grow. I think that is a beautiful thing. And so now she decided to do something for herself and decided to do it with her mom and daughter, which I think is a beautiful thing, where they come out and they sit and they talk and they come with all these different discussions. And she's been very open. I mean, I think it's awesome. So many people want to hide and put out this illusion that they're living this beautiful life and everything is perfect. And so many people are full of crap. I'm sorry, so many people are full of crap. They're delusion of themselves. You don't know how people are living behind closed doors. You don't know what they sacrifice. People change. So I admire Will Smith and Jada, whichever direction they go. Nobody's perfect. Everybody's got some type of dysfunction. Nobody's perfect, guys. Please get it out of your head and thinking that there is a perfect couple with a perfect family. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. And if you think so, then continue on. Keep living and you'll see. All the things. You can get a book and think, oh my gosh, I'm doing this right. I did this with my kid. The kid has to turn out this way. No, guys, it might not turn out that way. Your kids are individuals. They have they are their own being. They have their own opinions, and you can. I'm copying what my mom used to tell me. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink, and that means that you can show them the way. You can teach them the way, whether it's dysfunctional or not. However, your child will learn. Later on, they're going to create their own opinion, and they're going to do it either their way, your way, or somebody else's way. You have nothing to do. Only thing you can do is sit back and support, help, or, guide. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. I've learned that. People, like I said, they're so quick to judge. especially if they see problems and then they just automatically jump to conclusions like, oh, it had to be this, it had to be that. No, guys, maybe you did everything right and it still don't turn out right. So, my point is nothing's perfect, guys. So give people a chance, really try to learn the whole picture. Stand back and really, observe people, see how they were brought up. That has a huge impact on who we are today, whether you think so or not, it really does. And I find it great if you are still trying to, if you are able to be open and talk about and be honest about who you are and if you know you've done something wrong, I think it's great. For her to be so honest and come out and say that she never wanted to be married and I think it's okay. There's so many people also probably have that feeling and that's why they're miserable, because they probably too deep down inside never wanted to be married, never wanted to have kids. But because society tells them that this is the way it's supposed to be, they're miserable. They're really miserable. And I think that's the problem of today. People are living other people's lives and dreams, and we're so in this tunnel and it's got to be this way. And then when you have people who go out and venture out and do other things, which is not considered a good influence, and something must be wrong with you, then you have to be a certain way. No, guys, just like I said, keep living and you will find out. We'll see. We'll ask you 20, 30 years. Okay, so how did your life turn out? Did everything turn out the way that you thought? Did your kids turn out? If you have those kids that do everything perfect, wow, you are lucky. You got lucky, guys. It could turn out a different way. My point is we have to, not be so quick to judge, folks. I think that's the point that I want to get out. And like I said, I have a total different opinion about Jada, and I think she's a really cool woman, and regardless of whatever flaws she has, like I said, we all have flaws, and I think she did an excellent job with her kids, and I think she also believes that she did the best that she can, and if you did the best that you can, then nothing more you can give. We can all learn from one another, and I think it's awesome that she shares her story and her life, and her and Will have been so honest about, what's going on. Look at some of these other couples who come out and they try to put on this, look so great. Look at Angela and Brad Pitt. They seemed like the perfect couple, right? They had all these kids, they adopted, and it seems like, I believe Angelina Jolie is a philanthropist. She just seemed like she was cool, right? Brad, we didn't know that he had all those issues with alcohol and abuse. Who would have thought that? Allegedly. I don't know for sure, but this is what I'm hearing. And look where they are today. I'm sure nobody thought that, right? And they're not getting out there and telling everybody. We're just assuming, right? Nobody gets on them. Nobody fusses at her, right? Angela also put in a lot of work, but not like what's her name. I think what's her name did way more. And she did not step out of the light. She did not let her husband grow. She also continued doing her blockbuster movies. So, I think people are just, I don't know, they're just too quick to judge. But however, I really wanted to share that, get that out of my system. That I think she seems like a really cool woman. And like I said, nobody's perfect and we all got our issues. And Well, she would go on my list of one of those persons I would like to hang out with. I used to say I would, if Jimi Hendrix was still living, because I was a huge Jimi Hendrix fan. I just loved his music. He just seemed so cool. But then I heard his breakdown of how he grew up and his lifestyle. And I don't know if I would have got along with him. I think he might have been too far out spacey, and because he did too many drugs for me. Nah, that's not me. I like to have deep conversations, and I'm just not down for that. I mean, I can, hang out and listen to his music, but I don't think I would want to hang out with him. I think maybe hit some of his live music and hang out with him backstage, but to actually hang out with him and sit down and talk to him, I don't know, because when I heard how he treated some of his women, I don't think so. But anywho, so guys, I'm going to continue getting ready. Let's see. It's still pretty early. Yes, and I got my message out. Yes. So stick around. I'm going to do my little makeup tutorial. And yeah, I'm going to go into the fitness studio and hopefully lose some weight. I did a Zara try on, and oh my goodness, I was feeling so big in some of those clothes. I'm like, oh man, I still have a long way to go. I feel like there's some progress, and then I think, oh man, Ooh, but okay, I'm getting there, step by step. I'm going easy on myself. The other day, this woman, she gave me a compliment. She's like, oh my gosh, you do have a nice figure, and I'm like, well, thank you, She's like, considering the fact you had 4 kids, you can't be, you shouldn't be so hard on yourself, I guess that's the, I had, when I was young, I did have an eating disorder. I was really extreme. I was skinny. I was going to the gym almost 7 days a week. Okay, maybe I'm overdoing it, but no, I really did. I used to get up really early in the morning, 5, 6 in the morning, be in the gym, then go to work. And like I said, I was really strict about what I ate. So I really kept my figure down. I was always a size 3, I would say. And then even when I got pregnant, after all my kids, I got rid of that weight quick. I was doing Tybo and hitting the gym 2-3 times a day, guys. So I got rid of that weight. And now that I'm older, I kind of slowed down. I'm enjoying food more. I'm vegan. So, I changed, and I enjoy eating now, and I don't indulge. I still don't try to do too much, but I enjoy it now. So it's a new phase of my life where I'm not putting this pressure on it. I gotta be a size 3 or 2 like I used to be. And in all honesty, like I said, as you get older, I don't think it's that attractive, if you're too skinny, it's almost like a face filler, I think if I was skinny, my face might be sunken in a bit, gravity might kick in, things not sit up anymore like they used to. Whereas because now I got a little bit of meat on my bone, it's a little bit of a filler. Makes me look a little bit healthier and keeps me, I guess, young looking. So it has its advantages and maybe perhaps disadvantages. So I want to go easy. I don't want to get too extreme. That's why it's a slow process. It's not something where I'm losing weight in 10 days, because I think if you lose weight in 10 days, you'll gain it back in 10 days. It's a slow process. So if you're also losing weight, go easy on yourself. You know, you still want to live and enjoy things. You don't want to deprive yourself. You know, if you feel like eating a chocolate, eat a daggone chocolate and don't feel guilty. Just tomorrow, you know, try not to eat no chocolate. You know, just, you know, narrow it down on how you eat and stuff. But anywho, guys, I'm not going to babble anymore. I'm going to carry on and get ready and get into this gym for you. It's too late. It's weekend. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Made it through the week. I'm so happy about that. So, anywho, yes, stick around. Don't go nowhere. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And yeah, I know I'm kind of awful with comments. I mean, I'm still pretty much a new YouTuber, and I would love to get a conversation going. I would love to hear your opinion. I'm constantly writing on other people's vlogs and voicing my opinion because you know, if I hear something or I see something good, I gotta say something. You know, yes, that was so good. Blah blah blah. So I'm curious to know what you guys think and what's your opinion. And do you guys like Jada? I mean, do you also see her as narcissistic, or do you see her as just a cool woman? And respect to her. I mean, she been through a lot and took a step down and let her partner grow. I just, like I said, I think it's awesome. You know, and yeah, I'm gonna make this one other comparison. I mean, look at Johnny Depp and what's her name? Gosh, what is that woman's name? Look, I even forgot her already. Hang on. What's her name? Amber Heard. Amber Heard, yes. I mean, look at those two. I mean, that is a toxic relationship. Very toxic. Let's see. Yeah, that's a real toxic relationship. I mean, it's so, for me, I think she is a narcissist because she was definitely jealous of her man. I mean, the fact that she put him down, you know, if he was sharing about one time how he got this offer from Dior and they wanted to feature him in video or their commercials, and she was just saying, "Oh, you're so fat and ugly." I mean, that's not a person that loves you. That's a person who's hating on you. You know, and how she was saying that, why would they choose your old butt and not me? You know, that's hateful. I don't see Jada as like, I don't see her like that. Why should she be? She herself, she wants to see her partner grow and get a benefit out of it, you know, and you know, that, to me, that's a marriage. You you grow together, but you also you elevate one another, you know. And marriage is a give and take, or any type of relationship. It's a give and take, you know, and a bit of sacrifice. You can't have two sunshines. Somebody got to be the sunshine, and the other one has to be the moon. So it is what it is. And I think in Johnny and Amber's case, I don't see Johnny as I don't see him as narcissist. I see him as a big time victim, and I think I think he married his mom. To bring it to the point, he married his mom because that Amber, she is evil. I gather, really. I think she's a real mean, disturbed person. I do. And I heard, I mean, just judging just how she grew up and how she developed. Nope. So, anywho, okay, I'm going to carry on, guys. So, yeah, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And, yeah, put your comments below. I want to hear what you have to say. How do you feel? Do you also see her as an evolving woman? And how do you feel about, you know, people who come out with who automatically jump to their opinions and judge people about how they live and how they can do this different? What's your opinion on that? And yeah, if you like the video, yeah, I think I said that already. Thumbs up. And if you'd like to hear more from me, subscribe. Okay, guys, my voice is starting to get cracky. I think I'm gonna need some water. I'm gonna finish getting ready. Don't go nowhere. So, everybody, you're probably wondering, why isn't she in the fitness studio? Well, as you see, I didn't make it in the fitness studio. I'm sitting outside in the beautiful weather, enjoying my lunch, and yeah, that's what happened to me. And then I discovered this. That's right, you're seeing it. That's right. I was at Zara again, and oh my goodness, it was so nice out. So, yeah, I did go shopping a little bit, but I didn't buy anything. I just bought a pair of really cute shoes
check these guys out. They are so cute. Look at them. Aren't they just adorable? Oh my goodness. I mean, I can see me styling these guys everywhere.